What's up guys, Sleepz here with another episode of my Journey to an Ultimate Team. We're going to start this episode off catching up on how we got on in the weekend league. I managed to do slightly better than last weekend, this time around getting 27 wins as compared to last week where I only got 25, which secures us gold 1, which means we're going to get ourselves 2 100k packs and 50,000 coins come Thursday. Now I thought we'd look at some player stats after the weekend league. You see Dries Mertens is actually getting on very well for us, one of our newest signings, 42 goals in his 44 matches with a cheeky 20 assists on top, so he's getting on very well. Perisic slightly falling behind, but just a little bit. And everybody else is just like basically lone players, because you guys know that at the moment I do not have a B team because we got rid of our La Liga team at the end, or not our La Liga team, sorry, our BPL team at the end of last episode. Handanovic there, absolutely amazing how many matches he's played for us. So let's move on to some SBCs after looking at those stats, starting off with this one, Germany versus France. This was part of the sort of Path to Glory promotion that's going on. And for this SBC, all we needed was French and German players. So I went with Liga 1 up top, Bundesliga in the back, and then on the right side, I literally just used any random bronze players. It's always nice when you can do SBCs with bronze players. So we have two 15k packs to open up. One of them is a pre-order pack, and the other one is obviously the one that we just got from the SBC. I decided to open up the pre-order one first because it doesn't have a fancy cover as the SBC Path to Glory one does. And in our pre-order pack, we don't get anything great, just Neom there, which isn't going to help us out very much, is it? So we're going to store all of that as per usual. Got a glove, which is probably one of the better chemistry styles for keepers, so that'll definitely come handy at some point. And now move on to the next pack. And I thought this pack was pretty cool because it doesn't open like the other ones. Or at least I don't know if it just didn't open like that for me, because I got a terrible pack, not even a rare in the 15k pack, which is just depressing. I mean, you should be guaranteed one rare player in a 15k pack. That's just terrible when you don't get one. So anyway, store the consumables, quick sell the rest of that, and move on to another SBC, because when I was actually editing this video, I saw another SBC go up, and this one was for a premium Electrum players pack. And this one, look how many bronzes I got to use. Like, this is just insanely easy. I just went for English on the right, French on the left. Easy. I got to use a bunch of bronzes, like I said, so that was no problem whatsoever. All we needed was 5 golds, which I met that requirement via the French player. So we're going to open up this premium Electrum players pack. I'm trying to basically get one more Path to Glory. There's a couple of good ones in there that I'm looking at. I think that Divock Origi, guys, that card looks amazing, and the fact that that is a dynamic player, it is a like live item that will be upgraded throughout the year. Its stats are already insane, and like I said, it's a striker, not a right wing / right mid like his Inform. So that is definitely one of the better Path to Glory players. So moving on to some trading, guys, we're going to start off with this Inform Fellaini, which I picked up for 45,750 coins. We're going to try and sell him on for 51,000 coins, making a profit of just under 3,000 coins. I think it's like 2,800 coins or something like that, which isn't too bad considering we only put 50k into that trade. And now moving on to some more big boy trading, you see here we managed to pick up this Inform Ericsson, which I got for 218,000 on a bin. Whenever you guys see these players just chilling here in the transfer list, it's because I just sniped them and just sent them there. So this is a snipe that we got for 218,000. We're going to look to sell him on for about 238,000 coins, making a profit of just over 8,000 coins there. Now moving on to this Ferdinand, which I picked up for 639,000. Again, another snipe. And now this one I'm just going to kind of hold off because the market right now is on a bit of an upswing. Player prices are going up. I think come weekend league, his price will go up to like high 670s, maybe even low 680s, in which case I'll make a decent amount of coins on him, like 10 to 15,000. So I'm going to hold on to him until then. If I see his price go up high within the week, obviously I'll sell whenever I can make that profit. But that's kind of the plans that I have with that Ferdinand. That Ferdinand was literally like the cheapest it's been since late October. So I thought I couldn't pass that up, and I just went ahead and bought it. So as you guys can tell, we did not make the La Liga team in this episode, and the reason for that is because, as I mentioned just a minute ago, the market is kind of like on an upswing right now. Player prices are going up. Matt HD Gamer, one of a very influential YouTuber, made a video recently talking about the Black Friday market crash, and he sort of told players to, or told the community to buy players now. So that's kind of causing the market to go up a little bit, and I think it's not only that video, it's just people don't want to miss the opportunity basically to buy players very cheaply. However, I mean, I'm no market expert, guys. Don't come to my channel for market expertise exactly. I know a thing or two here. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is my prediction is that I think the market is going to go through this little upswing right now, and I think it's going to go back down. I don't know when it's going to go back down. I think it might go down perhaps after this next weekend league, because then Black Friday is literally going to be right around the corner. People might start to panic and sell. And that is when I'm going to make my move in the market. So that's when I'll make my new team. Maybe I'll even do a signing or two for the Serie A team. I have to wait for that opportunity. So meanwhile, while we wait for that next dip, because I'm so sure that one next dip is coming, and that's when I'm going to make my move. So when that next dip happens, that's when we're going to start to see some movement in this team. Maybe I'll possibly invest in some players to make some profit and get this series going, man. Like we're at about, like, right now 1.2. If we were to sell everything, I should say, we're about maybe 1.4 to 1.5 million. So we got to make that push, you know, hit the 2 million and keep moving, guys, because we want this series to have some BC players by the end of it. And we obviously can't do that with just 1.5 mil. So when we keep the trading going, and like I said, once that dip comes, we will make our move. So moving on to some gameplay. And I am going to have to use some fitness cards because obviously we don't have a B team. But so we're going in strong with this Serie A team. In the first game, we actually had a decent performance from these guys, and right now we are up 2-0. Perisic right here is going to create a good chance. Bit of a tight angle. Keeper does come up with a save, and Bellerin is going to try and clear this one. You see he's basically trying to pass his way out. Eventually he is going to make a mistake. Right there he passes it straight to Mertens. Varane with the slide tackle. Somehow we get over it, and Mertens is going to finesse that one on his weaker foot to make this one 3-0 in the 66th. Moving on to this next clip, this ball is going to find its way to Mertens, and Mertens at the very last second does manage to cut that back to Perisic, who just calmly puts that one into the empty net, making this one 4-0, and we nearly get our max goal bonus as we pass this off to Perisic, but that ball does unfortunately come off of the post, so no max goal bonus for us. However, we do have ourselves a 4-0 win, and I think I'm finally managing to turn my FIFA form around. You guys will know that my form has been dreadful as for the past like 3 episodes, I want to say. And if you guys watched me in the live stream, I went through a little bit of a dip this weekend league. But after Sunday, I had 17 games left to play on Sunday, and I think I won like 13 or 14 of them. I went on a really good run, and so far that's been carrying on to my division gameplay. So I'm hoping it continues. I don't want to go through a terrible dip as I did then. Like I said, it was seriously messing with my confidence. So I'm hoping I can bring this all back. We are down in this game, but Perisic from a tight angle on that 5-star weak foot. Very nice finish from him. And we are going to pull another one back. Gomez is going to finesse that one from the top of the area into the corner, making it 2-1. If you guys look at the goalkeeper there, he looked absolutely furious. That was kind of funny watching that back. Bergkamp is going to have an effort from an unlikely angle, but this is where the real danger came from. I'm not sure what's going on there between Lichtsteiner and Alexis Sanchez. They're just basically nipple to nipple, and they're like wrestling over who's going to get to the ball. Alexis gets there first and fires one from close, but Handanovic does keep that one out, preserving our lead. Mertens here nearly does give us that 2-goal cushion that we kind of need in this game. It's the 51st minute. I would have liked to start off that second half, obviously, with a bit of an insurance goal, and we definitely would have needed it because you see here's going to get this ball to Bergkamp. I'm trying to read that ball there with Gomez, but he managed to get the pass off anyway, and this game is drawn level at 2s. However, in the 80th minute, we are going to make the breakthrough. Lichtsteiner is going to play a through ball to Mertens, who uses his pace to get in behind, and a nice low-driven finish is going to make that one 3-2 in the 73rd, and that was all the action in that one. So a bit of a comeback win for us there. It felt like a comeback because after being up and then he just kept drawing was a little bit annoying, but we are going to be the ones that walk away with 3 points in that one. So moving on to the last match of the episode, guys. This guy's going to have a 4-2-3-1 narrow, which is a formation that's still on my checklist. I definitely want to try that one out at some point in this FIFA. He's got Morata, inform Zaha, De Bruyne, Rashford, inform Moy, so a very solid team, and our goal is going to come from an unlikely source, and it's actually going to be Chiellini, and it's not a header from the corner, but it's a long shot. Like, who would have thought Chiellini could score those long shots? Honestly, I didn't even realize I was controlling Chiellini there. I just kind of wanted to shoot regardless of who it was with. And unfortunately for me, it was Chiellini on his left, and apparently he's got a decent left foot enough to put chances like that away. A decent chance there for Zaha. Our keeper does come up with a save, and then Gomez is going to pass that one off to Joao Mario at the very last second as well. That was a very nice pass from him, and we do have ourselves a bit of an insurance goal in this one. Lichtsteiner's now out wide. I'm trying to look for Perisic there, but it does not go to him. However, the clearance is going to fall to Marquisio, who just bangs that one into the top left-hand corner, giving us a 3-goal lead in this one. At this point, I should make it 4-0. I mean, I have Mertens clean in behind, and with the keeper on-rushing like that, literally all I have to do is chip that one. I don't know why I went for a finesse. What I tried to do, I remember exactly what I tried to do. I tried to put it on his left and just bend it around into the corner. It did not work, and looking back at that, the chip would have been much simpler. We could have made it 4-0, but instead, this guy makes it 3-1. De Bruyne on the break is just wide open. I probably shouldn't have brought my center back so far out of the box, and that definitely cost me. Gomez with a decent chance almost makes it 4-1 there from distance, and we had a couple of decent chances in a a row here as we're going to cross this one in, and it falls to Mertens, and from close range, Begovic somehow, that was just a great reflex save from him to keep this one at 3-1. We are going to get a fourth though. We are going to get the last laugh in this one as we work that one to Joao Mario, and Joao Mario actually picks up a brace. I absolutely love using Joao Mario, guys. He is just absolutely amazing. I hope he picks up an inform at one point, because if he does, there's a very good chance I will be buying that inform. So 4 wins in this episode, guys. So far, so good. We've recovered from a terrible start in Division 2. And in some good news, we have managed to sell the Fellaini there for 51,000 coins. The Eriksen did not manage to sell for 238, but like I said, guys, I'm really not nervous about making coins on these two players, because I know, I'm feeling pretty confident that their price is going to rise over the next few days. So I'll try to relist Eriksen, and Ferdinand, I'm sure at some point we will sell him for a decent profit. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you're all enjoying the series. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.